Yo, what up YouTube? This is TN the Pro and I'm back again with another video. So if you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because in this channel we cover music production tips and tricks that are going to help you improve your own sound. If it's something that you're looking for, consider subscribing to this channel, and then if you find this video that I'm about to show you helpful, make sure that you like this video and also comment and tell me what you learned from this video. So let's get into my PC.
Yeah, she knows. Now I don't lie. Every time I fall, she blows. Yeah, me like explode, 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 explode.
So I want to show you this video is serving as a part 2 of a video that I made, I think last week, where I was showing you how you can make chord progression. So in this video I'll be showing you another way you can make your chord progression using a software that is going to just generate chord progression for you. So I'm going to make an R&B type beat, so let's get into it. The first thing that I did is to find my tempo. Here I just know the tempo that R&B is somewhere 90, but if you don't know, you can just come here and press tab, and then you can just tap using your mouth or any button in your laptop so that you can find the tempo you're looking for. So in this case I'm just going to use my keyboard. This is what I'm looking for. Is an R&B type beat. So first thing that I will do, I will have to layer something else here. For example, a kick and a clap. This is my kick, and then this is the clap that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to use this head. And let's find some snare. I'm also looking for something like snap, which I'm going to find here. I need something that is natural. I like this one. So let's make out let's try. That's the first thing that I usually do. Now that I have my snap, now I can work on a kick, or I can just get into the business of making chord progression. So in this case I'm just going to use Morphine, which is a plugin that is built up inside FL Studio, and then I'm just going to choose any sound that I feel like I want to use from Morphine. This one is a free plugin, you can find it in your FL Studio. I'm making sound selection. The whole point is to find the sound that I'm liking, so that I can start working on that sound. I will use this one, and then what I do usually, I can hear that there is delay. I will remove it from here, and then what I do, I always make sure that you switch off this limiter because it's a default limiter, so I always switch it off. So what I do with my sound, I always EQ them to sound the way I want. I don't like this frequency, so I have to remove it. Yes, now the plugin that I'm about to show you, the name of the plugin is Unison Midi Wizard. This is a software that is going to help you make chord progression. You don't need any skill, you don't need any music theory knowledge. All you need to do is to experiment. So what I will do here, let me open my piano roll on the Morphine and then come back to my Unison Midi Wizard. So here at the genre, I said I'm going to be making an R&B sound, so I have to come and choose R&B, and then all I need to do is to press this button, and this guy right here, as you can see him, is a wizard. He will make chord progressions for me. So this is the first chord progression, the way you can take them, because if you play, they are not playing. What you have to do is to drag here and put it in your piano roll for your Morphine or for your instrument. So in my case it's Morphine. Let's play. Yeah, this is what I want to work with. Make sure that you save your projects because you don't want to lose them. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. It's a nice vibe. It's an R&B vibe, as you can hear. So, and the other thing, guys, you need to make sure that you are organized. So you need to make a folder where you make your music. So in my case, under my desktop, there is a new station. That's where I produce my beats. And every project that I work on, I save them under new workstation. So this one is R&B type. That's what I'm going to save my beat. And then you need to make sure that you name with the genre. Usually I make different folders so that I can know if I want to make a house music, I can find it under house folder. So in this case, I'll be making R&B. So the other thing that you can do, you can add up your own notes here to make it more interesting. You can make, it's all about experimenting. The other thing that you need to do, you can try to mess up with the velocities so that they don't sound the same. And you can just mess up with the velocities. It will change how the sound is coming out. So and if you learned something so far, can you please like this video, because it's gonna help me grow this channel. YouTube is gonna recognize me so that to prove that I'm helping people. And if you feel like I've helped you on this video so far, kindly do that. It's gonna help me. YouTube is gonna show this video to many people like you who are looking for something to learn. So yes, now we are just messing up with velocities. Let's hear how it's sounding now. The other thing that you can do, you can pen the notes differently. For example, I can just choose to pen these first notes all the way left, and then I can just, you know what, just experiment, find what is working for you. that's all about music industry. You need to find what's working for you, and then you need to experiment. So in this tutorial, we are showing you how you can make your chord progression using a Unison Midi wizard, which is an easiest way any producer can make chord progression. So the first video, I explained a code on how you can make your own Midi chord progressions, but in this case I'm just using a website, or I'm just using a software, a plugin to make my, and this plugin does not only make chord progressions, you can also make let me show you, you can also make something like melody. So let me show you how I can make my melodies from this. All you need to do is come here and choose melody instead of chords, and then you press this, and then these are the melody. So all you need to do is just drag and drop, but I usually use it for my chords most of the time. So let's hear the melody that was created. Yes, that's the melody. I don't like it. I make my own melodies usually. So we are going here with the chords. Yes, this is the chord. You can say it's working, but in my opinion, I would like to have something like an atmosphere, because this feels like so what I will do, I will only use Morphine today. I don't want to use any plugin that is fancy that you cannot afford. I'm just going to use something that you have in FL Studio. So in this case, let me just load up Citrus. I'm going to load up Citrus for my, I just want to make use orchestral sound, and then this is my orchestral. So what I will do here, I will copy the same thing and then I will paste it here, and then just balance the volume so that, let's hear what's happening. This is the orchestral only, so I'm going to load it to my mixer and EQ it the way I want. Now I can now come to my kick. I'm just making something, not something fancy, just something easy everybody can do. So what I will do, I will I'll work on my kick. I usually use a piano roll. Guys, don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment. And sometimes you need to make on the kick, you need to make something like ghost kick. Very important, this one. So all you need to do is you make a kick, and then you just put another note here, but you turn down the volume. Did you hear the difference? Listen to this ghost kick that I just made. And if you heard the difference, make sure that you tell me in the comment. Tell me if this ghost kick is spicing up everything that I'm doing here. Okay, let's move on. Now And the other thing that you can do, you can always change here. As you can see, I was using a line. Now I'm using 1/6 steps so that I can make notes that are close to each other. For example, let's hear. Yes. And again, let's keep on making the kick. You need to make your things interesting and catchy. So what I will do, just to save time, because I don't want to make this video so long, I can just copy everything and paste it this side. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanna, yes, and let's see if it's now. You can just work on your clap. I'm just making something basic, but take time when making beats. Take time when making beats so that you can make something that is interesting. So for the sake of just making this video, I'm just giving you basics. I'm not showing you how to make a beat. I'm just showing you the basics that you can use in your beat making process. Don't be afraid to experiment. Now I want to move to something that almost every producer struggle with, which is 808. I know that this is a problem for many producers out there. What I can tell is that 808, first you need to find the sound of the 808. Especially the way you can do that, you need to know the scale of the beat. So let's experiment. I'm just going to play random notes where I can find my starting point on the 808, and make sure that you load an 808, you make it cut itself. Let's switch off the kick so that you can hear what I'm doing with the 808. I just want to make it simple. Just experiment, guys. There's no right or wrong in music. What's working for you is fine. This one is working for me. And something that you can always do with an 808, you can, this is the last thing that I'm showing you. I'm not making a beat here. I'm just showing you some basics. So let's say, let me hear first. Yes, what you can do here, you can hear this a root note, and then you can just make another note here, and then you can press this button to slide it. And this one, usually I always turn up my pitch. Listen to this. Did you hear? That's how you make your 808 slide. So let's say I want to make it somewhere here. You can always go up, experiment. I know if you learned something from this, make sure that you like this video. So I will meet you in the next video where I'll be showing you more tips and tricks. For now, I'm just making everything basic, and then we will reach a stage where we need to go deeper in the music in production. For now, I'm just making everything easy so that everybody can follow. Nothing fancy, nothing too confusing. So this is the beat that I made. Simple. that's it. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace.